Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Sagittarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Sagittarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start off with the Sun card. That's beautiful. That is success. That is a real pride, a real confidence. I love that energy. It's clarity. It's a lot of different things. So we need some context here, but it's very positive energy. It's a very clear light. It's a very confident, happy, healthy energy. Let's see where it's coming from. Let's see where it's going, yeah? Oh. Well, it's coming from your creative ambitions. This is a very intense creative drive, also called a generative drive, right? 9 of Wands, 2 of Wands, Emperor, a lot of fire here now, and an 8 of Pentacles. All of this effort is really leading to this kind of success, right? This kind of drive. It's almost like the universe is saying, look, yes, go, climb that mountain. You're getting the major green light here. That you're getting over, this is at the top of the hill. This is like that nourishing garden at the top of the mountain, right? You're getting to the very top of this climb, the very end of this effort, and it's going to be very rewarding. There's going to be fruit there for you to eat, right? Very nice. Tower energy, okay, that makes sense. But and also an Ace of Swords. 3 of Cups. 6 of Pentacles. So there is a practical success here. Okay? Very real and tangible success. And this is beautiful. The 6 is also the sun. The 6 is the number of the sun, right? So we've got the 6 of Pentacles, which partakes of that kind of success, that spiritual joy, that clarity, right? That health, that wealth, this kind of cosmic perspective, this enlightenment. I think this is really, in a very real way, talking about a financial success or some sort of earthly success, something that really is going to benefit you on the physical plane in a very real way, right? Like, you know, physically, some kind of financial thing or something similar. With the Devil card right here, it's kind of saying, yes, go. Put your effort into it. You know, step on the gas maybe with this, with the fire energy here. Okay, the Emperor has that confidence, too, that we need. And, well, we'll get into the rest of the cards. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to put Kelly Kapoor right there on top of that card. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will give us our confirmation. It will tie everything together, right? If at any point during this reading you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction in the comments. Let's do it together. Let's make it an interactive group exercise of intuition. All right, let's take a look around the room. We've got quite a bit of major arcana. We've got the Sun, the Devil, the Emperor, the Tower. It's kind of like through all this major arcana effort, this is all very fiery energy, right? The Sun, a ball of fire. The Capricorn energy, the Devil card is fiery earth energy, right? The Emperor there is that Aries energy. That's fire energy, fire, fire. It's all leading to this breakthrough. This absolute, like this is just, it's saying speed up. The universe is saying, go. You got that. It's like you're at you're in the race, right? You're in your car, you're revving your engine. You're waiting for that light on that Christmas tree to go green, and then you're stepping on the gas. And what you're doing is you're smashing through the obstacles. You are catapulting into this success. And I think that this literally is that green light for you. This is really really nice. A lot of fire. We got a little bit of water. We got the Three of Cups. It's in the position of what you don't want, right? And I think part of it is that we don't want to feel like this is the last of it, right? We don't want to feel as if our energy falls just short of success, right? That what if we don't have what it takes? Or what if we get so close there and we just realize we don't want it? You know, what if we get here and it just feels so good, right, to reach this accomplishment that we kind of feel like I'll never be able to do anything this great again, right? What if this is our peak, you know? And I think this is a very good problem to have. Don't let it discourage you. If anything, make this the absolute very best thing you've ever done in your life. Make this that peak experience of your lifetime. We'll worry about the next one later, right? So don't give up on this. That's the obstacle. The difficulty here is maybe just kind of dealing with all of this joy. How are we going to contain it? You know, how am I not just going to just go absolutely wild with joy and success and the celebration? How are we going to maintain this in the long term? That's part of the Six of Pentacles, this material success. Well, we want to make sure it lasts, right? Especially these two cards together. We want it to last. We want to sustain this joy, this abundance, this peak experience. Well, that's what the Eight of Pentacles is partly responsible for. Because the Eight of Pentacles is that card that says, yeah, you're going to get this success, but you're going to have to take care of it. If you want this to last, you're going to have to do the maintenance, right? You're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to nurture it. Give it water. Give it, well, sunlight, right? Fertilize it. You're going to have to make sacrifices in order to keep this thing going. It's a lot of work. You've got to be diligent. You've got to pay attention to the details. You've got to be keen and discerning enough to know what this thing needs in order to keep it going. So it's really like this, it's an interesting kind of juxtaposition. All this fiery energy saying, step on the gas, step on the gas, step on the gas, but don't run over the little flowers, right? Pedal to the metal, but be careful you don't run anything over. Be careful you don't hit anything. Yeah, so it's kind of like we need your power card. We need your temperance card, your art card, you know? Because you have to be able to hit the brakes at just the right moment. You're speeding to the finish line, but then you have to just kind of ease into your spot here. And then suddenly be this gentle, nurturing kind of energy. So we need the ambition of this emperor, but we have to know how to turn it off. And that's what this Two of Wands is. We have to know how to turn it off. First, let's turn it on. Okay. First, we activate this fiery energy. You're getting that green light. This is kind of this is the two. This is saying that this is your wheelhouse. You're in the cockpit here. You're in the driver's seat of this car. Okay. That's the first thing that we have to be aware of, right? That you're the one driving. And you have to be paying attention so that you see this green light, you hit the gas, you go toward your goal, and you know when to start applying the brake. Okay, and then we get out of the car and we start sampling the fruit, we start enjoying the fruits of our labor, we start taking care of this thing so that it can continue to grow. We speed until we have to slow down and take care of this thing. So I don't know what you're doing, but I know that it's something for which you really have to give it all of your energy. It's kind of like the Nine of Wands here is saying, give it everything that you have. Give it everything within you. You've got to put all of it into this. There's a real strength here. And you think of someone racing. I've been kind of looking at the Formula One races lately. And they're just in this little tiny cockpit of the car, and they're driving, and it's hot, and they just got all this gear on, the helmet, and it's this little car, tiny car. And it's grueling. It's physically grueling work. But there's a reason why they're doing it, right? There's a reason why you're enduring this. these challenges. The Nine of Wands is someone that I'm so devoted to this. I'm so committed to what I'm doing that I know I'm going to get some scrapes and some bruises. I'm going to fall down here and there. I don't care. I'm not going to quit. And I think it's this tenacity in you that has brought you this far. That you're in the car, you're at the starting line, you're watching that Christmas tree that's about to go green, and you've got to drive fast. Faster than everybody else. Right? And I usually don't say this on this channel. Usually I say, hey, slow down, take it easy. Well, there's a gas pedal for a reason. That pedal goes all the way to the floor for a reason. Sometimes we need to activate that energy. But the thing about the Emperor is that the Emperor should be in control. Isn't always. Sometimes the Emperor is like this race car driver that is just so in love with going fast, doesn't care about the finish line, doesn't care about the other drivers, doesn't even remember why I'm here. I just love driving fast. Reminds me of that Cake song that I sometimes reference. The arena is empty, right, except for that one car going around and around and around. Just, there's no competition anymore. We're light years ahead of everybody else, but we still got the pedal to the metal. We have to know when to turn that off. Okay, but you have to be able to get mean, to get angry. It's like a MMA fighter going into the ring. They're usually very gentle people, right? Very calm, very respectful, very gentle, wouldn't hurt a fly. You get in that ring, you get the gear on, and suddenly you're an animal, right? And I know it's silly, but that's the analogy that we're going with, because that's what we feel, especially with this Devil card. This is your drive. And maybe if it were MMA or something, it'd be more of an aggressive drive, right? But it's a drive nonetheless. It's that driving force. This is what makes us want to go out into the world and do anything. This is what gets us out of bed, gets us off the couch, gets us dressed and outside for the day. We want to do something, right? And Spirit is saying, whatever mountain you're in front of right now, climb it. Run as fast as you can to the top of that mountain. But once you get to the top, stop running. Go right over the edge, right? You go right off the other side. Start tumbling down the other side of the mountain. When you get to the top, you stop. And you bask in that glory. This is fortune and glory. This is success. And I feel like you need this confirmation. You need this green light right now. And I'm happy that the Sun, first, we could have just done one card reading, said the Sun, you got it, do it, push, you're almost at the top, give it everything that you've got, get to the top of this hill, and then bask in that glory, feel the sun on your face. You got to slow down to do it. So with the Emperor, we have to be able to turn off that, we have to really maintain this executive function. If this is the engine of the car, the Emperor is the one that can put it in park and take the key out of the ignition. Okay, we're not racing anymore. We're already at the top of the hill. Let's enjoy it. Okay, and we have to, because we've got that Tower card over here, right? So what would happen if you floored it, you just sped everything you've got, every ounce, every RPM, every whatever horsepower you could get out of this car, and we got to the top of the mountain, but you kept going. Well then, Tower, you would destroy all the success that you just gained. You'd tumble right off the other side of the mountain, right? So we want to avoid that. I also think that this Tower card is really you breaking through, right? It's kind of like when you're trying to get to outer space, you've got to be able to overcome the gravity of the Earth. You need, I don't know how many tons of this rocket fuel, right? I don't know how it works or how much fuel it needs, but you need a lot, right? You've got to have tremendous force to break free of the Earth's gravity. But then once you get to outer space, it's just little bursts of air to get you where you're going, right? You don't need to use the same force, right? And so we're thinking of it that way. And the tower then is you escaping. This is the escape velocity. This is you breaking free of everything that was holding you down. Now you're in outer space. Now you're weightless. And so now it's just going to take little bursts of air. Well, swords, air, right? Little bursts of air to keep you on your course. Not this jet rocket pack thing that we're using now. Okay? You're breaking through to that upper echelon where it's a different atmosphere. It's a different environment. And you got to slow down, and you've got to use these gentle motions to keep you on your course. And that's partly the Ace of Swords here. We're not trying to, it's not complicated. There's not a lot of swords cards here, right? In fact, there's only the one. And the one is just really simple decisions, very simple. I almost call this card like the simple-minded card. And I mean that in an absolutely positive way. We're not overcomplicating things. It's just these little bursts of energy, these little decisions. It's like we have a plant and we're trying to nurture the plant. And it's just like, I don't need to overcomplicate it. A little bit of water. I'll go to the plant, I'll talk to it, I'll listen to it. It'll tell me what it needs. Little drop of water, a little more dirt, maybe a little less, put it in the shade for a minute or two. Simple, right? We don't need to get out this whole complex slide ruler calculators and all these kinds of things. It's very simple. It's very organic, it's very natural, it's very spontaneous too, right? It's not everything's pre-planned here, right? Maybe it is when we're over here somewhere. But then once we reach that breakthrough, then we're just floating in outer space. And it's just kind of like, we're on the path now. And then your rocket ship's on that trajectory to wherever you're going. And you don't really have to touch it. You know what I mean? Maybe it start to drift a little bit. So you a couple of bursts of air just to kind of bring the nose back in the right degree. That's it. Doesn't need any big movements after that. And then because there's no friction, there's no resistance in the vacuum of space, you don't have to really touch it. It's just going that way, unless something happens and, whatever. You got to course correct sometimes. And that, really now it's bringing a new meaning to that Three of Cups. We're just on that trajectory toward our absolute success in a real, tangible, material way. Physically, this is the success of your business, of the home that you're trying to build, of the life that you're trying to create. It's harmony. This is that perfection. This is that light. This is that star system that your rocket ship is kind of sailing toward, right? And this is an effort of love. This is kind of the greatest, scariest thing you've ever done in your life. Right? And I'm getting an R name in your life somewhere. I don't know. I'm getting it like Runar or something, like Ru something, as a name. I also feel there's a connection with Europe. And I don't know if it's Northern Europe. I'm kind of thinking it's even maybe like a Norway kind of place. Somewhere over there, right? Something going on with you. Anyway, maybe that detail's not for you. Maybe it's for somebody else. Just leave it for the next person if it's not yours, okay? I also think flowers are very significant to you. Because I think the Eight of Pentacles, that flower kind of analogy, I think is actually almost literal for you. There's something, so a flower is a symbol or something for you, right? Maybe there's a flower tattoo, or you have flowers near you right now, right? Maybe on the table next to you, or in the car, or on your clothing, or something like that is the flower, yeah. Anyway, that Three of Cups, we're sailing. We're sailing on this sea of love, right to that material success. So this is not just a kind of theoretical, spiritual kind of thing. There's something you're doing that needs all of your intense effort right now, and then stop and let it kind of coast from there, right? Let's look at the mystery card. This is intense. This is probably the most intense reading I've had in a while. I'm losing my voice over it. I don't know what to expect for the mystery card. I'm thinking maybe it'll be your temperance card, your power card. Maybe it will be maybe some more water energy. I guess we could use more water, right? Especially with all this fire, right? Maybe we need to cool off at the end and relax, and so we need that water energy. We need that enjoyment, that pleasure. I'm thinking 6 of Cups. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. Page of Pentacles. This is you arriving in that new star system. You're sailing through outer space. You're arriving at this new planet, this new state of things, this new life of yours, this new reality. And you're looking at everything and you're thinking, wow, like look at what this planet has for me. You know, we're looking at all of these things like it's the first time we've seen them, because I think it is. You know, we're in this new reality and we want to go, we want to touch everything. We want to look at all the flowers. We want to feel the dirt. You're literally going to be in a new place, right? Maybe it's a new home, maybe it's a new business, a new job, new career. Maybe you're traveling, the Norway thing. You're going to be in a new place that you've never been before, and you're going to want to touch everything and look at everything, right? This is nice. This is you arriving on that distant planet that I think you've been working very hard to get to. And this is the green light that it's time now to open up your thrusters all the way, right? And then when you get to that certain point, you cut the engines and you just let the momentum take you the rest of the way. Yeah, very, very good. I want to do quickly a Metatron Oracle card before I let you go. We are going to do an extended reading, though. Don't worry about that. But I like doing the Metatron Oracle cards. I feel that these are just kind of a nice topper, you know, nice icing on the cake for the readings. So let's see which one we're going to get. Gold. The Cup of Replenishment. Well, if we needed some water energy, here it is. Okay? So I feel like you're kind of getting, it's we can switch our metaphors now and say that you're finding the Holy Grail. You're discovering what is to be the source of all your happiness in life. You are finding the well, right? The wellspring of love and joy and beauty. Pleasure, good days on end, right? This is nice. I like this. The Cup of Replenishment. And it's infinite, right? This cup does not ever empty. The more you drink, the more full it gets. Right? It's that cup of love. Anyway, now let's get over to the extended reading. There's a link in the corner. There's one down below. New readings for Sagittarius, usually Wednesday and Sunday. Felt like a bonus reading was needed. This was the green light. I'm glad that I decided to come into the studio. I was already done filming for the day. But before I changed, I'm going to come back in. I got to do one more for Sagittarius. They need something right now. And this was it, and I'm very happy about this. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, does not cost you anything. And leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Let me know how you're doing. Right? Just say hi. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.